Today we've got a nice little indie game called Keep Defending. The dev reached out to me to let me know it had come out of early access, so I had to take a look. It costs £8 or just shy of $9, but it's got a 20% discount until the 5th of July. Keep Defending is a first-person VR tower defense meets Legolas simulator where you have to defend your keep from waves of enemies that look like those pop vinyl figures. You do this by shooting lots and lots of arrows, accompanied by melee, ranged, and magical troops that you buy as you progress in true tower defense form. In Keep Defending, you'll go through a series of scenarios that really aim to break out of the genre a bit. So you've got your static defences where you'll be protecting a fort, but you've also got some levels where you'll have to advance to suppress a constant flow of enemies, to regain ground as it were. In reality, it's kind of like having 4 or so mini levels in one, but it's a welcome break, and between every stage you'll get more and more spots for allies, so you're building an army, and it results in some pretty epic battles by the end. The level variety and continuity of the enemies you'll see really lends to the feeling that you're taking part in a war, which may sound a bit grandiose for a tower defense game, but it's done well enough that it helped me to get a bit more invested. By the 4th level, and there's 10 on offer, I have to say I was pretty enamoured. The 3rd level was a nice tribute to Game of Thrones, but the 4th level really caught me off guard with 2 phases. Just when I thought I was done, I was doing more fighting, but at night time, with great battle music in the background and reduced visibility. Me and my mages, and a few unlucky foot soldiers I kept shooting, fended off warriors, undead, and chaos looking guys, and even a dragon or 2. There's a lot of variety in the 10 levels, and you may be surprised to hear that they routinely take 20 or so minutes to beat. I don't really want to spoil them all, but you'll progress through caves and the desert, you'll defend a bunch of castles day and night. The fact that there's 4 difficulty modes and leaderboards also mean that this is one that I could see people coming back to. As for the tower defense side of things, there aren't any upgrades to your troops, which may disappoint some purists. As a general rule, you'll get 1 new troop type per level, and for the majority of the game you have access to archers, foot soldiers, mages who are ranged area of effect units, and exploding sheep that you have to hit to detonate. There are 2 other magic types, and cannons, and a special unit saved for the end. In general, the strategy side of things seemed pretty obvious, but was surprisingly hard at times. You're a turret too, and that means that you occupy a slot. So you can stick teleporters on any of the ranged unit slots, and you can shoot them to travel between. There are specific scenarios where your ability to place yourself, your most powerful turret, is really important. I did generally just plonk down the most powerful units as and when I could afford them, unless I was getting overwhelmed and had to buy some cheaper things. And getting the game to play at the right level is really a case of choosing the right difficulty for yourself. I found that the hard mode was really well suited for me, but I did have to position myself correctly and shoot arrows like a maniac. On the later levels I did find myself even prioritising enemy types, but that was a fairly minor point. The actual bow mechanics are really nice. You press and hold to summon an arrow, it doesn't have to be from your back or anything, and the flow of shooting felt really natural, and I ended up usually drawing from an imaginary quiver. It's important it feels good too, because you do shoot a hell of a lot. Especially on the harder difficulties, it can become pretty tiring. Though if you want to be a bit more chilled, you can play on easy or normal mode. The fairly epic music, and depending on how you look at it, utilitarian or cutesy visuals can either facilitate a hard, arcade experience or a chilled out, jolly defense. And I think that's because it's just so polished. It's a really pleasant world to be immersed in. As much as I hate those pop vinyl figures, the size and shape of enemies is actually crucial to how good it feels to play, with aiming requiring just the right amount of precision. As I said, there are difficulty modes and a leaderboard. The point system is really nice. The way it pops up at the end of the level and tallies up based on your performance really helps you to care more about the score. You get more points from killing things from further away, and you generally end up with a surplus of cash, which contributes towards your bonus at the end. Given the length of the levels, I think that the balance is actually very good, and I like the way that the difficulty is scaled. There are also orbs or souls that will periodically float up. These are bloody hard to hit if they're far away. They slowly transition between 3 colours, yellow for bonus gold, blue for points, and green for healing your guys. I really like them. You get incentivized to make some hard shots, and I missed a lot, but getting a big heal across my entire team, or a huge bit of bonus cash, especially when shit was hitting the fan, was a really nice touch. So that's it really. I don't have anything to fault. I think this game is pretty much perfect for the price. I'd recommend it to people who like wave shooters or archery, who like medieval themes, people who want a hard and fairly tactical game, or people who want a chilled one. It just really hits that same satisfaction that a game like Barbarian did for me. Another really nice casual tower defense with a cutesy art style. Not the most deep, but with very satisfying mechanics. I like some pretty intense games, and this is one to an extent, but for me it was really just relaxing and optimistic, and I came away happy every time. Except for when it crashed my computer, because I was recording in an unnecessarily high quality, and I spawned in too many exploding sheep. But the dev put out a patch within like 24 hours that fixes the issue, and it only happened because I was recording at the same time, maybe slightly abusing the sheep. So the moral here is that it's a great game with an incredibly proactive dev who I think deserves your support. That's all. Thanks for watching. If you like this review, then please leave me a like. If you want to see more honest VR reviews, then make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.